You better smile in case we're on. Are we on?
Well, are we recording? Hey,
Go
welcome.
for it.
Welcome to our
Oh,
show.
wow.
It's Monday, April 23rd. I'm episode 82. I'm
82?
Chatty Patty.
That
Yeah.
was 81.
No, it's episode 82.
I would have played
wow.
the theme song, but I can't remember how to play it. And the
Our
words
theme
are way
song
too
froze.
fast.
Well, our
Dang it.
special guest today is Drew Hill.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome, Drew.
Welcome
Drew,
to TV land.
Yeah.
Hey.
Drew's a musician, an entertainer, comedian, an autograph collector, a memorabilia collector, baseball fan. Whew.
Yeah, that's a pretty long resume.
So let's start with musician.
Okay.
Tell us about your music.
Well, music is special for me because ever since, being a little kid, and even now I never heard music, I always felt it. So what that means, right when it plays, it's like this thing, it's just lunging through my body, and it makes you want to dance, but I can't dance, so I drum. And as a kid...
You can drum with your feet. That's like dancing,
It's
right? You should
kinda
take
like
up
that.
tap dancing.
I might do that.
Or if you're in Paula's band, she'll make you keep a beat with claps.
Yes.
Clapping.
Awesome.
All right. So are you in a band? Do you
I am.
perform live? Tell us about that.
I do a lot of stuff in my bedroom, and I also am in a band.
You do a lot of stuff in your bedroom now. We're talking
That's a
music
loaded
I
here.
know we're talking music. We'll get into the other stuff later.
Oh, great.
Well, you should have a cable show in your bedroom,
Like
Wayne's World. Drewland or
Drewland, Drewville.
yeah.
So tell us how old you are and where you grew up, what you're doing.
Well, I am 19 years old in a week.
So you're 18 and
Yeah, I just have-
9/10.
pretty much.
Or
Yeah,
50 seconds.
You look like a grown man.
I get that a lot.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, what I do is I have a regular job, but that's not interesting. So what I like to do is music, and I've been writing for the longest time. And when I was 4 years old, what got me into music, believe it or not, was Bob the Builder. I had his Christmas DVD, and Elton John comes out. He's got these star sunglasses, and right away the piano plays, and Crocodile Rock happened.
Elton John was on Bob the Builder?
Yeah,
Really?
I still got the DVD.
Did you ever make up the words, Bob the Builder, can we break it?
No, it was all Elton there. I
Oh.
liked Elton. And when I heard Crocodile Rock, it was like an explosion. I said, I have never heard anything like this before. All my mom listens to is Kenny Chesney.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
when I
yeah.
heard Elton, it was just the most amazing thing. So that inspired me to ask for an accordion for Christmas. So I was 5 when I got my accordion, and that lasted maybe a week before it was taken away. And that's pretty obvious reasons a 5-year-old with an accordion.
You don't need an
And-
amplifier for an accordion. I have one at home, and they're loud.
So your parents are not supportive of your music.
They're not supportive of me at all.
What?
I mean, my dad, he's not in my life, and my mom, not in my life. It's just all me.
You need music, man.
I love music. Music's what I've got.
Music saved my soul.
But I do
Wow.
have, and
Says
It
Paula Messner. Music
It did.
saved my soul.
what I do have
music.
though is an amazing girlfriend, and her mother's amazing as well. So I do have a support system, and I'm a firm believer that family doesn't need to be biological whatsoever.
Right.
And
Me
they
too.
prove it.
Can choose your family. No, wait. How's it go? You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family.
Well, he's
Exactly.
saying the opposite. You can choose your
Well,
family.
yeah.
Yes. My neighbors are my family. I mean, I have family too, but
Paula's my family.
You're my family.
Oh, gosh,
I
let's
love
skip it
you.
out.
Everybody loves Paula.
I should have a show. No, that was Everyone
Everybody
Loves
loves
Raymond. Everyone loves Raymond.
You could be Deb.
All right, so Drew, are you in school right now?
I am. I'm a senior in high school with 3 credits left before graduation. Hopefully I finish up this summer, and if not, a semester next year.
What are your plans after you graduate?
My grandfather is the vice president of Wyco Metal, so I would like to get hired in by him. He told me, get the diploma, I'll get you a job. And music will still be a driving force in my life. 9 to 5 will be work.
That's
but
great. I think
5
that's a
to-
great plan.
I
Get a
think-
job where you can make money and
Yeah.
then enjoy your hobbies on the side. And
Well, my
before you know it,
thinking-
you'll be making money with your hobbies.
Well, that's
My-
what affords you to buy the equipment. Because playing gigs doesn't really pay. I was just going to say.
Well, 9 to 5 I can go to work, and 5 to 9 I could play rock and roll. How about that?
That would be great.
It'd be awesome.
See, that's why we have this cable TV talk show, because of all the money we make. And someone asked me once if I was rich. He goes, because I see you on that Channel 18 all the time. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm loaded.
We're really raking in the dough with the Chatty Patty Paula Walla Talk
I just
show,
want
right?
all of our viewers to know we do not get paid to do this.
Yeah, we do not get paid.
They're paying me. They're paying me an experience.
Well, no, I paid you on the way here. What did I buy for you?
Okay, so Johnny B. Bedanjek is a legend. Let me just put that out there.
He is.
Johnny B. is the best.
Yes.
So Paula purchased me a birthday present. It is a Rockets cassette tape.
Live.
Oh,
Live cassette tape.
Do you have a cassette player?
I do. And
There
a
you
vinyl
go.
Player
Let me see that.
right here. It's amazing.
Well, tell the story, because we were driving here and I had to stop at home for a minute, and he was asking about a Rockets album, and I said, well, there's
Let's show people what a cassette looks like in case
in
they
case
don't
they're-
know.
Yes.
In case they're unaware of what it is.
No,
Yeah.
they're coming back.
Are they?
Cassettes are coming back. Like, people are putting cassettes out. Not many, but...
Get your pencils
I've
ready,
heard.
because you're going to have to tighten up the
Yeah.
tape.
Well, anyway, we're driving here, and I said, well, there's a little record shop. I got to run in my house. I'll drop you off at Solo Records. And I said, just ask the lady if they have a Rockets album. And he did. And I came in there to get him. And she said literally minutes before he walked in, she put it out for sale.
Wow.
It was
meant to
destiny.
be. It was
7
meant
months
to
I've
be
wanted
destiny.
that record.
Really?
I've wanted this
All right,
album
show us
here.
the record. Or the album.
Yeah, 7 months I've wanted this. And when Paula said she had to go home and pee, I said, I got to check out the record store.
And they had it.
They did.
It was so fun. Just a couple years ago, the Rockets performed on New Year's Eve in downtown Royal Oak, and they had a ball that dropped. That was the Rockets, wasn't
That was
it?
the Romantics.
Oh, the Romantics.
my
Darn it.
God.
I'm so embarrassed.
That was like 10 years ago. My kids were really little.
I wish they did that every year. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I seen them twice. The Rockets are great. Johnny B, it doesn't get any better than that. When he gets behind that kit and he's got the sticks in his hand, you know, when Johnny plays, my mouth shuts.
He actually was the voice of the pirate on my song, The Pirate Song, on one of my CDs. And,
What were some of the lyrics he got to sing?
"Arr, matey, give me some grog." And so when we had our CD release party at Memphis Smoke, he came and acted like the pirate. And
Oh, that's
he
pretty
thought
cool.
kids were scared of him.
Oh, man, how could you be scared of Johnny?
All right, so Drew, you also are a collector of autographs and memorabilia.
I am.
Tell us some of your prized possessions that you've collected.
Well, so far not Johnny B, but
Oh, you probably want his autograph,
I
right?
do. That's why I got those next
Good
time he
idea.
does a gig. My most prized autographs, I was friends with Hockey Hall of Famer Ted Lindsay, who unfortunately passed away recently, and anything he ever gave to me is something that is gold in my eyes that I will never sell, trade, or give away. And I have over like 30 things autographed by him. He was the man he was more important than the man he was on the ice in my eyes. He was
that's
the most
beautiful.
amazing humanitarian. And
Did you get a chance to tell him that?
oh, multiple times, and I'm more than grateful and thankful that I had the opportunity. And if anybody watching has a chance, check out tedlindsay.org, and you can look into his foundation and the cause they represent. It's truly a beautiful organization full of humanitarianism.
What do they do?
They have a foundation for people with autism spectrum disorder.
Oh.
And they've donated a lot of money, but most recently they donated $1 million to Oakland University, and in honor of that, they named it the Joanne and Ted Lindsay Autism Outreach Center.
That's
Well,
cool.
that's beautiful.
That's one of
That's a
many.
nice thing. Yeah, because there's a lot of people with autism, so
I'm one of them.
they need a place like that. So do you go hang out there?
No,
Do you donate money to them?
I don't do that either. I mean, I bought stuff off their website.
You could go rake
And it
or
goes-
something.
Hey, you're spreading the word, and that's
Yes.
just as important, because
Yeah.
otherwise we didn't know that it existed, right?
Yep.
Good for you.
Thank you.
So tell us some stories, though, about getting some celebrity autographs, some crazy stories where...
You chop someone's finger off, I heard.
Okay, I've got a few. No, I didn't do that.
Okay.
I pulled someone's finger once, but that's about
Oh, yeah. We don't want to know
That
what
was my
happened.
dad.
Pull my finger. I
it. That was
love
my
that
dad.
show.
I didn't ask for him to sign anything after that one. No, well, when I was 10 years old, I was at the Arts Beats and Eats Festival, and Vince Gill was headlining, and I said all week, I'm going to meet Vince Gill. Nobody believed me. Nobody thought it would happen. until we got there, and I said, "Where's the backstage area?" So I went back behind the fence, and I saw some guy with a laminate and a camera. I said, "Hey, you." And here's me well, I wasn't little, but I was 10. And I said, "Do you know Vince?" He goes, "I'm his photographer." I said, "Is there any way I could get an autograph or something?" He said, "Well, I can't do that, but what I can tell you is that there's an after party at, I forget what restaurant, but it's got like the 100 out front in Royal Oak.
What restaurant was that?
I can't think of it, but I went there after the show. This guy gave me front row tickets, by the way. And I sat front row.
Because you were a kid.
You were all by
Yeah.
yourself?
No, I was with my mom.
Okay.
And I said, "Mom, let's go to this restaurant." I found out where Vince is. So we go there after the gig, and I'd bought 2 pictures at the merchandise stand. And we go into the show, the restaurant, and lo and behold, there's Vince. And some chicks came up to me and they said, "Well, is your name on the list?" I said, "Drew Hill." And they said, "Sorry, there's no name like that." So I faked a cry as loud as I could. And Vince from about 8 feet away says, "Hey, let him in." I said, "Can my mom come too?" And he's like, "Yeah." So instantly the cries went to a grin. I knew I pulled it off. So I ran up to Vince like he was family and hugged the guy.
Aw.
And I said, "I love your music and I love you." And he said, "Well, thank you." I said,
Uncle Vince.
And by the way, you're my father. No.
"Oh man, I wish I had his money." Alimony. That's for marriage, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not marrying the guy. I just
No,
want his
Child
kid.
support. It would be
That.
child support.
Well,
Did you ever
he
get
signed it. I got a picture with him.
Yeah.
And he said, "Don't worry." They asked for my name if it was on the list too. I said, "Really?" He
What a
said,
nice guy.
So it was cool. That was one of my favorite experiences. And the same night, I met Mickey Thomas from Starship, and
right.
he signed like 2 things for me. And he was drunk, and it was awesome.
Uh-huh.
It's because you were a kid you got in.
They still sign for me. I just hound them more now.
My favorite story it wasn't a celebrity, but I was with a bunch of my girlfriends and a girls' weekend, and we were on the beach hanging out, and there was a couple getting married. And we're partying, and I said, "Do you dare me to go get a selfie with the bride?" And they're like, "Don't." I'm like, "Are you daring me?" And they're like, "Don't." Not only right before they said their vows, I got a picture with the bride, the groom, and the preacher.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know.
That is awesome.
My friends got a picture of me. Like my one friend was taking a picture, and the other friend took a picture of her taking a picture of me taking a picture. If you can picture that, it was.
Pun intended?
It was
Crazy.
no pun intended, but that was one of those kind of weekends. And you know me, you dare me to do something. I dare myself.
You dare yourself. You kind
I
of
dare
warn
you
us.
to loan me $100,000.
You kind of warn us what's going to happen. So, Drew, tell us about social media. And, you're an 18-year-old student. What do you like about it or don't like about it?
I don't like it. I think it's ruining everything in a
Oopsie.
way. I think it's got its
Well,
pros.
you're on there though.
I'm on there, but I don't like it.
I love it.
What I don't like about social media is the politics.
Well, yeah, you can just delete those people.
Yeah,
And
it's easy to do that one. I just don't. But as far as everything else, I do like social media, especially Sports Illustrated Swimsuits Instagram page. I highly recommend all you men check that page out.
I will not be checking that page out.
I will.
I go on all these, if I click like on some little puppy thing, then social media knows that I like puppies, and then I get flooded with all these puppy pages, which that's kind of creepy that they know so much about you.
Well, I was thinking about selfies and when you're photobombing people. Don't you share some of that stuff on social media?
No, most of my social media, it's a lot of celebrity pictures, me and famous people.
And jokes.
And jokes. I got jokes. I do stand-up comedy. I post a lot of stuff on my page regarding funny stuff. Speaking of a funny situation,
Yes.
about a month and a half ago I called Paula and I said, "Paula, I would really like to be on the show for this specific date." And she texted me back and said, "We're full. We can't get you in. We're tightly scheduled." And I was a little disappointed. I said, "Okay, that's fine." But then about a week and a half ago she calls me. "Hey, Drew, how you doing?" "Hi, Paula. You're really good looking, you know." I said, "Well, thank you. I'm well aware of that." And I said, "Well, what's going on?" She said, "Well, you're very good looking. You're very, very, very handsome, very talented.
Did I say that?
You can play the drums. You can write songs. You tell jokes. you're a perfect candidate for the Chatty Patty Paula Walla Talk show on the day you wanted to be in. There's nobody better to fill the role than you. I said, Paula, don't bullcrap me. Who canceled? But no.
So, yeah, what are some celebrities then that you've got your photo taken with?
Oh, man. Well, Eddie Money. Let's see. Ted Lindsay, Darren McCarty, Joey Kosher, Chris Draper, Kirk Maltby, Alex Delvecchio, Larry Murphy, Mickey Redmond, Johnny Ogrodnik, Phil Meir, Eddie Mio.
Are you just like picturing your room
It's
in your
all
head
hockey.
and going...
A lot of hockey.
Right.
Baseball, I got a picture with Miguel Cabrera.
Nice.
I've met Jim Leland. Let's see.
All right, what do you think about Iserman coming back?
I think that it is fantastic, and I think what's even better is that...
Are you going to hound him?
Oh, yeah. You know, the one autograph I've been unsuccessful of getting, I have met Miguel Cabrera 14 times throughout his career in
But
Detroit.
you never have a pencil.
Oh, no. I always had something. But 14 times I've met him. One time he took a picture. Not once would he sign for me. Even as a kid, it's the hardest autograph to get.
Maybe he doesn't know how to write his name.
Maybe he just doesn't like fat people.
One of my favorite autographs. Did you ever see the Jim Rose Circus Sideshow?
No.
Yeah.
Have you?
Well,
It's like freaks.
on stage, yeah.
Well, the one guy was on, what was that show? The X-Files.
Yeah.
And they called him the Puzzle Man, and his whole body was tattooed as a jigsaw puzzle. And some pieces were blue and some were not. They were just the shapes. But his whole body. And I just met him there, and I was just like staring at him, and I'm like, can I have your autograph? And he signed I didn't have anything, so he signed $1. I think a lot of people do that. Like if you don't have anything, just, here, sign this $1 in my pocket.
I'd have Trump sign $1 for me.
Yeah.
Do you still have it?
Oh, no, I said I would have him.
Oh, you would have?
Never met Trump.
I'm not really. I don't understand the value of an autograph myself. I would lose it, quite honestly. I would accidentally lose it if I had one.
I have a couple things, and one, I sent Iggy Pop, when the Motor Dolls came out with our first CD, I sent him a CD to his record label, and he wrote me a letter back.
Aw.
And I'm reading this letter, and it was all kind of messy handwriting.
Did he
and I'm
handwrite
like,
it? Yeah.
Yeah, he handwrote it, and it was like, I really dig your album, and
Oh, wow.
blah, blah, blah. I like your smile. I like chicks who smile like that. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then I'm like, who is this? And I get to the bottom, it said, love Iggy Pop. And then it said, if you want to contact me or whatever. And it had his manager's name, which
Wow.
was his legit. So
Did you
it's a
contact
legit. No. What was I going to say? Hey, you want to jam? I mean,
Yeah.
You
I
never
met
know.
him years later, but
Did you bring up the letter when you met him?
I did not. No.
You
I
met
didn't.
him at what, Lollapalooza?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And then I met one time Bob Seger at a party, and it was funny because everyone was outside smoking Marlboros, looking at somebody's Mustang engine. I mean, if there would have been apple pie, we had Bob Seger. It was like, and I had a Motor Dolls flyer, and that's all I had, and he signed it. And I recently just found it, and it was really
That's
scribbled.
awesome.
It was scribbled like, get out of my way, like, leave me alone.
That's pretty cool. Are you sure they were smoking Marlboros?
Yes. Maybe Camels.
Oh,
So
Smoking's
what's the
bad.
key now? When you meet all these other people, do you still use the crying tactic? Like,
no. It's kind of hard to pull that one off. You know,
You could limp.
you know what? I could just rent a wheelchair from Benson's or something.
get
if I-
crutches.
Yeah. Like, it would be really impressive if I had the crutches and, like, stuff in each hand to get signed. I'm crutching over. Can you sign this? How would they say no to a crippled kid?
Or get like an old time pipe and just say, hey, do you got a light?
Yeah, I could do that.
Or just take your arm out of your sleeve and be like, I only have one arm.
Yeah, just
Like, okay, this is terrible.
put it in your
advice.
pocket and walk around. And if they, you know what would be the... If I would ask the rock star I'm getting an autograph from, if I was doing that with the one arm and said, hey, what hand do you write with? And they asked
yeah.
it back, that would be pretty funny.
So, I don't know. Tell us where you do stand up. You're a comedian, right?
Yes.
Do you
well,
stand up when you do it, or do you sit down?
I stand up,
Okay.
even though I don't like exercise, but I perform
There you go.
I perform at Hometown Heroes at 10 Mile and Van Dyke.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I perform at home.
No.
I was going to go.
I told you later we'd talk about what else I do in my bedroom, but that wasn't it.
Okay.
But
Sleep.
yeah. That's what. And I like doing stand-up because people are actually there to watch me be an idiot, and I don't have to feel bad about being an idiot. So
Own
works.
it, man.
It's awesome.
Own it.
Where do you get your material?
Honestly, for me being sarcastic with my family members.
Oh,
Like if they say
so you make it
something-
up.
For the most part, yeah, you know. And, well, my great-grandfather, her husband passed away, so she goes down south. She visits his grave and comes back, and she goes, well, I seen your granddad, told him you loved him. I said, well, what did he say back? That would have been a riot if he said, I love you too.
So I hear that last night you had a dream about
Oh, man.
coming here and being on
Well,
our show.
The problem with that is I was so very excited to be here. No, I'm not. I'm kidding. But
I know, it's just like this room with foam in it, you know.
no, I was so excited to be here. And I didn't sleep much, but the half hour of sleep that I did get, I had this dream that I was walking down a warm California beach with a gorgeous supermodel, drop dead gorgeous. If my girlfriend's watching this, she wasn't as pretty as you. And, you know, we were sitting in the sand. Our feet were in the water, and I woke up, and I was in my cat's litter box, so that was exciting. Yeah, and a lot
At least you didn't wet the bed.
Well, like I said, we'll talk later
I'm
what
in
I've
the
been doing in
water.
my bedroom.
I'm in the water. Well, you know, you could take comedy classes at Mark Ridley's.
You want me to teach it, is what you're telling me?
No, my cousin took it, Doug. We had his wife on the show. And you go like 6 Saturdays mornings and, you know, for like a month and a half. And then they do a show. And we went to the show and he like told all these jokes. And
About
he was
his
like,
kids.
About his kids and his wife and who I was sitting with. And
I'll remember his jokes. Doug, you were so funny that he was telling a story about how his kids were lazy and laying around, and he was like, go do crack or something.
as I'm sitting with the kids.
I know, and the kids are in the audience like, yeah,
Dad, you're so funny.
you're so funny.
That's awesome.
But they have open mic nights up there,
At
too.
Mark Ridley's?
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out sometime.
I don't know if you have to take the class, but
It's pricey, though.
but to do the
still
open
do it.
mic, you can probably just go up there.
Oh, right. Yeah, open mics.
And I heard a rumor they're having one here.
Or do improv. There's
Yeah.
improv stuff.
The Chatty Patty Paula Walla Talk Show After Dark.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh man, that
That ought
would
to be interesting.
We tried that, and we called it Euchre Party.
Yeah, we played cards. Do you play euchre?
No.
We would sit around and play euchre. You know how like they have that wide world of poker, and they show people playing. I think that's the most ridiculous show in the world. So we had one where people played euchre,
Yeah. We had like 7 or 8 episodes.
and
Man.
it was
We
really
were drinking. It was fun.
out of coffee cups.
I mean, yeah.
I drink water
we need to bring that show back.
on occasion.
Yes, this is vodka. No, this is water.
All right, Drew,
This is Fireball.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Where would you like to travel to?
My bedroom. I'm kidding. I would
You really like that bedroom.
No, if
Do you have
I
a double bed or a single bed?
got a twin and it sucks.
Oh God, you need like a king size bed.
At least a queen, you know. I mean, it's crazy. If I could travel anywhere realistically, I would really like to go to Los Angeles. I would love to go there. I would love to go to Beijing. And
Beijing.
hmm
Do you like Chinese food or something?
Love Chinese food. That's the only reason I'm going.
It's a lot different there. I mean, I've been to Hong Kong and the Chinese food is not like here.
What is it like? Is it better or worse?
You don't know what it is.
You don't know what
You don't
it
even
is.
know what it is. You just point at the picture.
Well, in that case, I'll stick to Mongolian buffet.
And it's not deep fried like here.
Oh, it's
Oh, of
not?
course.
No.
Well, count me out.
And there's no cheese on it.
Oh, man. It's even worse. Come on, man. You guys are killing me. You're ruining my China dreams.
All right, I have another question. What are 3 things you can't live without?
3 things I can't live without. I can't live without music. The reason I say music is I can't live without writing. And I feel like that all ties into it, so I don't have to say writing.
Well, you could say a pencil.
Okay. I
Pencil,
can't.
paper, and
My bedroom.
pencil, paper, and your phone because you were listening to music on the phone.
I can't live without music. I can't live without, the pencil and paper. and I can't live without happiness. And the main source of my happiness is my girlfriend. No jokes about that, even though I could think of quite a few. But she's awesome. But a lot has changed in my life since she's been pregnant. Like my name, address, and phone number.
If I had to think of 3 things I couldn't live without, like besides my family, of course, it would be water, my phone, because I like my phone,
And Drew.
and my guitar, of course. No, sorry. No, I'm not going to say people, because there's too many.
You know, so this was about materialistic
water.
things.
I don't know.
Well, materialistically, I couldn't live
Take it
without
any way you want.
That album
my refrigerator.
and all things in it.
Yeah, that adds to way more than 3.
I would like a new refrigerator. We don't get a lot of ice. And my husband will like make one drink, and it's like you just took all the ice.
I was just reading about how to tell who's an American. And we're the only country that demands ice in our beverages. Even if it's winter time and we're wearing wool sweaters, we're like, do you have any ice?
Yeah.
Why are we like that? Other countries don't have ice, or they just...
Don't they drink like warm
'Cause
beer in England? Isn't it like not warm,
It's
but
so-
it's not
How can you-
cold?
It's such a burden to refrigerate things.
I know. We're the land of excess.
We
How can
definitely
you
are.
drink a warm beer?
It's beer.
I know, but
If there's
her
warm
arm.
beer or no beer, you
You'll
drink
take
the
the
warm
warm
beer. Yeah.
Right.
but if you have an option
I
between
like-
cold beer and
it's just-
cold beer,
It's not warm. It's just room temperature, and that's no big deal.
true.
I've drank more hot beer before
Ugh.
because it was in the trunk.
And you still
And it
drink
was
it?
6 a.m. and I was hanging out on Belle Isle. I was like
And you're
21
tubing,
years old.
and you're
I was
thirsty.
like 21 years old too.
I gotta tell you something about your brother that I heard, and it's really cool. My Uncle Roger, cool guy. So, I guess him and a bunch of my family members, Debbie and all them, they went to Stony Creek. And Roger goes, all right, see you guys there. And they were all like, well, what do you guys, have a ride? He goes, no, I'm going to run. And he beat them all there.
Yeah.
He ran.
I swear, he ran there, and he was there before they were.
He used to exercise so much because he liked to eat, and he would just work out and then he'd eat a lot. That's. I mean, I think he.
Well,
liked to
I
be in
do
shape.
that, except I don't work out.
Yeah.
I know. Me. Yeah.
Man.
Well, honestly, we're running out of time. I know we got a little
Really?
bit of a late start today because our
Record player
intro,
froze.
the best part of the show, our intro froze.
Yeah.
The record
So-
stopped.
Yeah, the
I'm
record
watching it. I'm
stopped.
like, oh boy. Well, it wasn't like that one time where we had the technical difficulties song, and I made it technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
Well,
20
anyway,
minutes.
thank you, Drew, for
Thank you.
coming in and being a guest on our show today. And that's another episode. I'm Chatty Patty.
And Paula Wallet,
Um,
Talk Show.
And I'm going to my bedroom.
There you go.
Okay, look it. Our video won't play again. So
Really?
sing it, Paula.
Can I sing it with you?
I got it. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
It's
It's
the
the
Chatty
Chatty
Patty
Patty
Paula Talk Show. Woo! Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey there.
It's the Chatty Patty Paula Talk. We
Show.
will talk about the things that mean so much to you, like going to a restaurant or hanging at the zoo. Sports and funny things and lots of acting too. Nothing's ever expected, so expect the unexpected.
Like my bedroom.
Hello. Hello. It's the Chatty Patty Paula Talk Show. Ow! It's the Chatty Patty Paula Talk Show. Hey there.